I don't know, like I can't tell if the brightness right now is okay. I hope it is, because the sun is bright out here. So if I am overexposed, I apologize. This is why. So it is like 5:30 or 5:35 thereabout, and people are giving me looks as I talk to myself in this camera. But that's all right. I almost wanted to say a long time ago, but child, it was not that long ago that I learned that, you know what, who cares if people are gonna think it's weird that I am walking out here on the beach talking to a camera? Who cares if people are gonna see me doing my video? I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm not gonna let that stop me. You know, like, I feel like the message that's coming through is there's so many of us that allow what people think about us to stop us from doing the things that we truly want to do, that things that will truly help other people and things that fulfill our lives. Not only do we allow other people's opinions to stop us from doing those things, we allow other people who we don't even know. How crazy is that when you really think about it? The thought of allowing people who don't even know you to stop or impede your progress in any way. It's crazy, but we do it all the time. All the time. We do it with simple things, we do it with big things, and don't let anybody impede your progress. Don't let family impede your progress. Don't let friends impede your progress. And definitely, don't let strangers impede your progress. Do what you gotta do, okay? Do what you gotta do. Guys, it's so gorgeous out here. I'm gonna change the perspective so you can see what I mean. Look at that. So gorgeous. I started coming for a sunset walk every evening now. Every evening, because why not if this is in my backyard? Do you know what I mean? So that segues into the other thing I wanted to talk about. And if you see me scriggling my hair, that's because the wind is blowing and strands of my hair are going all over my face and making me feel itchy. I cannot wait until I have braids, because Lord help me. But anyway, that's the other thing that I was impressed to talk about today. I feel like someone watching this is looking for peace, and they're being directed to that peace somewhere else, but they're ignoring it because of family or friends or what they perceive as their obligations. And the message that's coming through to me is, don't sacrifice your peace without a fight. You're getting this urge to look for peace somewhere else. And by somewhere else, I mean somewhere other than where you are at now. And that may be geographically. Why did I say geographically so weird? I don't know. Ooh, the wave that's about to hit. Sorry, the water is like coming. Look at it. Those waves threaten to take me all in. God damn. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Sorry, it is so distracting on this beach, but it is nice as well. Yeah, you're being prompted to find that peace somewhere else other than where you are. And that other than where you are may mean geographically, it may mean situationally, it may mean in a relationship that you're in a workplace that you're in, you're being prompted to find your peace somewhere else, because you know deep down where you are right now, there is no peace to be found there. And if there is no peace to be found there, that's not where you need to be. So the message that's coming through is, if you are being prompted to find peace somewhere else, stop finding excuses to hold yourself back. And some of us, man, we can find some really good excuses. We have certain responsibilities. We don't want to leave our family. And by family, I mean, you know, like your parents or your grandparents. Maybe some of you have kids. No matter what your situation, there's always a way. Your way might not be as easy as my way is, because I don't have certain responsibilities. There's always a way. If you want something, sit down, plan, and execute. That's all it takes. Don't dismiss it outright. Don't just say, oh, I would love to do that. My spirit is being pulled in that direction, but I could never do it because X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z is your issue. It's your problem, but problems are meant to be solved. Problems aren't just the end all and be all. Problems are meant to be solved, and people who see problems as issues to be solved are the people who are successful in this world. Get into the habit of solving your problems and not giving into it. Get into the habit of solving your problems instead of just running from them. Spirit just said to me, somebody watching this video is going to need to hear this. I'm sorry if my camera is not perfectly placed, because I'm literally doing a beach walk and things are happening around me and I have to be looking around. So yeah, the tide is high today. Oh my goodness. The tide is exceptionally high today. And it goes all the way back and then it comes all the way up. Yesterday on my beach walk, what came to my mind as well as I watched the waves go all the way out and come all the way in. And I'm like, no matter what I do, there is no way for me to stop this next wave from coming in. And it reminded me of this lesson that I was so thankful for, that there are certain forces in life that are bigger than you, and that are bigger than you can ever control. And you can do everything in your power to control a situation, but forces like this, forces as big as this, there's nothing you can do to stop an ocean. I could put my foot here and try to block the waves. I could build up like all the sand across this whole beach to try and stop the waves, and guess what? It may stop those waves for like maybe a minute or 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. I could build a seawall, the strongest seawall I could ever find, and maybe that will block the wave for a year, maybe 2 years, maybe even 5 to 10 years. But at some point, the force of that ocean will destroy that barrier and that wave will come in. There are certain forces in life that are just way beyond our control, and a lesson that I am being taught is that I can do so much and no more. And as long as I know that I have done everything in my power that I can, I then have to let go and allow these forces to do what they're gonna do. Do everything you can and leave it. Do everything you can and these forces will take over. It was just a beautiful thought, because I feel like that's where a lot of our anxiety stems from. Worrying about things that we literally cannot control. Worrying about if you did a job interview, worrying about whether or not you got the job after the interview. You literally can't do anything else to control that. You went in there and you did your best. You have to leave it. It's now out of your control. There are things that are out of your control, and when you come up to that point where you've done what you can, it is now out of your hands, learn to let go and relinquish the control. Ooh. Trust me, walking on these little Bali beaches, so much time to think, so much time to process. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys now and continue my walk because there's much more to think about and much more to process. And I'm being prompted again to leave that encouragement to whoever is watching who needs it. Follow your intuition. It's pulling you to your peace, and behind the wall of fear that's standing in the middle of going down that path, because that's the thing, wherever your intuition is taking you, there's usually a wall of fear standing in front of you, because it's like, why should I do that? How am I gonna make that work? How is this gonna happen? Once you get the courage to walk through that wall of fear, that's where your progress is, that's where your success is, that's where your peace is, that's where everything that your soul needs to survive, that's where it is. Follow your intuition, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.